Has strong faith. No! What a fight. Get ready for one of the most intense street beef matches you've ever seen in your entire life.
Let's go!
In one corner, we have a U.S. Marine who's fighting for a deeper cause. And on the other side, we have a young man with a chip on his shoulder the size of a boulder. Let's get into it.
Italian Tyson, you know what I do? You know what I do? I'm here to rock! Let's go!
He's Italian as well.
Joshua 19, be strong and courageous wherever you go, for the Lord will be with you. Hey, to all the Marines out there, shout out, happy birthday tomorrow. All the vets, happy Veterans Day. Thanks for your service. Hey, anybody out there that may be battling a drug addiction, I want y'all to know I'm out here fighting for you. You can do it. You get your mind right, you set daily goals, you put your faith in the Lord, and you can overcome it. I'm out here fighting with you, fight with me. Let's do this. Hey, last but not least, Nasty Nate, let's get it, baby. Rust in heaven, bro, I love you.
Is that me? Is that guy not preaching the same exact message? You know who we got to root for right out the gate. I love seeing a guy who has strong faith, who's pushing a positive message, is putting his body on the line in order to spread a good cause. I'm sure he doesn't have a huge platform, so this is a way for him to do that. But this is exciting. We have him, a U.S. Marine with obviously a strong why, versus a young man who just wants to prove himself. Despite the fact that I'm going to be referring to this guy as a U.S. Marine, he may in fact be U.S. Army. He has a U.S. Army shirt on, but the reason for the confusion is because the video I screen recorded this from has him listed as a Marine. It's also a fact that this fight took place a day before the U.S. Marine Corps birthday, so there's a little bit of confusion going on. But without further ado, let's get into the fight.
Ready? Let's fight! Come on! Fight in the day!
Ooh, hard shots landed by the U.S. Marine, double underhooks. No, don't do that. Don't pull him on top of you like that. Hitting behind the head, no good. Beautiful takedown from the U.S. Marine there. Manages to pass the legs. He's gonna step over to the mount, but misses that attempt. And kind of sloppily scramble up. He gets rolled over. All right. The Italian went for a cement mixer and got reversed. He has to get off his knees. The Marine has to get off his knees. He can't stay down. There we go. The Italian's posture is so bad with his ass back, his head forward, he's not able to secure the hips. Oh, he went to go to the back, but the underhook was used. Don't do that again. All right, I gotta pause the video. You can't do that. When you lock up the body lock, make sure that you're actually rotating your opponent's hips towards the mat before you actually commit, because this is the second time he's ended up on bottom, and it's not a good look. Both guys seem to be very inexperienced on the ground. We see just with their body positioning there. Not the worst mount with the knee cutting through. But the Marine scrambles back up, baby. He's in on an awkward double leg from behind, and he secures the hips again. This guy is not playing. Locks the double, secures the hips, and keeps him propped up against the wall. It seems like the Italian Tyson isn't really adept at standing up from the bottom position.
You got this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. What a round. What a round. I don't know who you guys got for that one. I'd say probably the U.S. Marine. He was just securing so many takedowns in those positions. He didn't take too much damage. He seemed to control where the fight went. So I'm going to give it to the U.S. Marine. I personally thought that the U.S. Marine looked scared before the fight started. His eyes looked fearful, but he's dealing with that pressure. Beautiful. Yet again, shoots a double, but the Italian Tyson does a good job of getting his legs back and his hips back. But again, beautiful. That's a big part of your takedown game, is driving through your opponent. And look how he turked that leg. Notice what the U.S. Marine did with his right leg around Tyson's right leg. That'll keep his hips cemented to the mat temporarily. Now he's threatening the guillotine, but he's trying to go to the bicep. Pressuring the head, excellent job. All right, he has a chest wrap now. It's a conundrum here, man. It's actually pretty strange. So the issue with a chest wrap is it's good for preventing the guy from driving his hips into you. You can keep his head pressed down under your sternum. The issue is everyone's yelling knees, but when he knees, he's kneeing his own arms. So a chest wrap is not a great position to throw knees from. Oh, knee to the head though. He just pops his head out. Oh, he slams him on his head like it's WWE. He just slammed him on his head and flanks to the back, hard hooks to the side of the head. hips heavy on top. He's got to be careful riding from this position. Got that Daniel Cormier position, just sitting over him, landing punches. Oh, he gets too high, and the Italian Tyson reverses him. He scrambles back up again, all heart. All heart. Having that grappling edge is really doing him a great service. The Italian Tyson cat is struggling to deal with the wrestling ability.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I definitely have to go with the U.S. Marine again. He pulled it out. Just incredible control. He did lose position a few times there, but ultimately he was able to once again control the pace of the fight and where the fight took place. He's asking if you want to touch. The Italian Tyson doesn't want to touch. He's got that gabagool running through his veins. He ain't playing games. That's the Italian's right, by the way. He doesn't have to touch gloves. I mean, it's the third round. Let's get it on. I'm behind by 2 rounds. I got to get focused here. But it's not a good look. I think most people who watch the sport don't like when fighters elect not to touch gloves. But that's his stance. Let's see how it goes for him.
Let's fight!
He has to come out heavy with strikes. And he does. He's throwing everything he has into his punches. I think he has an advantage. Oh, big slam with the double underhooks. Now he's kneeing the head illegally on the ground. Don't do that. Oh, now he's going to a scarf position. See what he's doing there? And I got to stop it for a second. This is the last round. He goes scarf position, head and arm position on the near side. Very bad mistake. It allows his opponent to shrimp his far side elbow in towards his ribs, as you can see here at the bottom. And he's shrimping out the back door. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it, but now if the Marine can just get his right arm around the Italian's left leg, he would be able to stop the flank, and he does. And now he's running the hips, and he gets a takedown. I don't know where the confidence comes from to do MMA without having a strong ground game. I mean, post that right arm, U.S. Marine. Both guys are incredibly tough, but now he's fully mounted on bottom, and he tries to escape. Don't go for the arm bar. No. You don't have a cross-face leg in place. Don't do it. Mike's out. Oh man, he don't like this, being on bottom. He doesn't like this, but you guys like this video. Huh. Landing vicious ground and pound. Another takedown. You can see the angle's off on the strangle, so he's not going to be able to get it. Steve, why do you call it a strangle and not a choke? Well, first of all, my instructor, my teacher, who I got my black belt from, calls it a strangle. So when you learn from a person, you learn to use the correct terminology. Also, Google what a choke means, and then Google what a strangle means. The correct terminology is strangle. Just because a bunch of people decided to call it the wrong name doesn't mean that we have to agree to it. And by the way, I still call it choke occasionally. It slips, but by and large, I use strangle. I see you commenters throwing shade at me. All right, he has a triangle locked in from the bottom position. All right, we have a triangle in place here. He's really not climbing the shoulders very well, so the Marine pulls his arm out. Can he escape this position? He does with vicious ground and pound and passes the legs. What a fight. These two guys. Say what you... disrespectful slap in the hand. See, we don't like that. You know, be a man. Not my vibe, but either way, both guys fought their asses off. One guy has a lot of youth and energy and anger, and he's using that to propel him forward. I don't know if that's a sustainable way of staying motivated and driven, but either way, the U.S. Marine obviously was there for the right reasons. He had a deep meaning, and you can see it. In those positions where the Italian Tyson kind of relented, the U.S. Marine had a different idea in his mind for why he was fighting. At least optically, that's what it looked like. Who got it? Drop it in the comments. Good job.
Good job, baby. Nasty night, we out here.
If you're new to the channel, I have a newsletter. It's completely free, and it's all about helping folks with their discipline, their habits, and just living a better life. If you feel like you need help with that, check out the pinned comment below. It's called the Fight IQ Report, but really, we specialize in developing good habits. Strangle Gang, as always, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.